Hello friends, my name is Ajay and in this video I will tell you about grammar. If you are learning spoken English, so you also have this question that how much grammar is important for spoken English and can I start speaking English without grammar? And if I don't know grammar, so can I learn English? So these kind of questions you will have also. So, I will tell you my point of view and how I learn English, how I learn spoken English with the grammar or without grammar. So, I will tell you all the things regarding this topic. So, yes, friend, grammar is important, but there is two kind of grammar, like basic grammar and advanced grammar. Basic grammar is necessary for spoken English, like use of he, she, these, their, and this, that, is, are, am, was, were, have, has. Simple translation. If you know these things, so you can start your speaking English journey very easily. And the second kind of grammar is advanced grammar, like a part of a speech and active voice, passive voice, those kind of things. So if you are struggling with this, so the second part, like advanced grammar is not that much important for spoken English. Like when you start speaking English, so you do practice for your speaking English, like reading practice, watching practice, listening practice, and speaking and writing practice. So when you start doing this, you learn already the grammar, you start learning grammar also with your journey. So in the beginning time, only simple grammar, only basic grammar is important. If you say that I don't know basic grammar, so can I learn spoken English? No friends, you can learn easily basic grammar. And how much grammar you know, you can start with that. Because when you start reading practice and listening practice and other practice, you start learning grammar also. What I did in my earlier days when I started learning spoken English, so I did the same mistake. I started with grammar and that was my mistake. And within some month I realized that with grammar I cannot learn English, because the problem was I stuck only in grammar. I forget all other practices, and I started translation in my mind. That was my problem. So what you can do? You can do all other practice for spoken English, like reading, watching, and etc. So my advice is don't focus much on grammar in your earlier days. Try to focus on other practices. Whatever, how much grammar you know, you can start with. So that I would suggest to you. And yes, grammar is important, but only basic grammar, like how much you know, you can start with. And while you will learn spoken English, you will learn grammar also. So don't stuck yourself into only grammar. Like a lot of person make this mistake. They start spoken English, but they stuck only in grammar. They don't do other practices, reading practice and watching practice. So my advice is don't focus much on grammar in your earlier days. Try to focus on other practices. Whatever, how much grammar you know, you can start with. So that I would suggest to you. And yes, grammar is important, but only basic grammar, like how much you know, you can start with. And while you will learn spoken English, you will learn grammar also. So don't stuck yourself into only grammar. Like a lot of person make this mistake. They start spoken English, but they stuck only in grammar. They don't do other practices, reading practice and watching practice. So this is my suggestion regarding grammar. And I say that in earlier days, don't focus on grammar. Thanks friend. If you like the video, like it and subscribe the channel.